What's up, everybody? James Duggan here with Mitch Dyer.
That's me.
We are playing Clash Royale, not the sequel, but in the same universe as Clash of Clans, though nothing like it, I understand.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Clash of Clans. Like, I'm not into the city building stuff, but this is more of a PvP combat game. So right now I've got this deck of cards in the bottom. I've got elixir, like mana, that I can use to spend on them. So these archers cost 3. I'm gonna drop them in, and just based on the deck I have, I've got a lot of low-cost units that let me go, pump out a bunch of high DPS units really quickly. So I'm doing a lot of damage, which is great because this guy in the right lane just sent down his tanky giant, and my units are doing a ton of damage to him.
There you go.
And basically the idea is you send these units down the right or left lanes, and you want to destroy the enemy towers. The enemy towers defend themselves, like a MOBA or a tower defense game. And obviously the higher damage you can do, the more you're going to overwhelm the enemy. As you can see right now, we're both actually really focused on the right lane, but he just put a bunch of stuff in the left lane.
He just put a building that is going to spawn?
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's it's actually a card I don't have, so I actually don't know the specifics of that one. But I've seen a couple
garbage.
guys do it, and I'm like really excited to get one.
So, I mean, this is probably kind of a bastardization of it, but like you have these creeps like MOBAs with the lanes and the towers. You have a mana and a deck like Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a real-time / also turn-based. When you said Clash of Clans, I was like, nah. And now that I'm seeing it,
So
I'm like,
I was the
wow,
same
I'm
way.
going to
Like
download this.
someone told me, a friend of mine, Anthony Gallegos, who used to work at IGN, he's a game designer now,
What the
and
hell
he's like,
just
this
happened?
game is full. It's he dropped some unit I don't have, which
That's
is just
awesome. That
a
is
ton
so
of skeleton
cool.
guys. But a game designer friend of mine told me to play this because it is really smart and really well designed and really thoughtful, and it is because it feels like a smart strategy game. And there are free-to-play elements, and we can jump into that in a bit after the match ends. But by and large, like, this is a smart, satisfying, lane-based combat game that I really like. Like, I have like 15, 16 victories, which means I probably have like 10 to 15 losses.
That's a pretty good ratio,
Yeah, I'm doing
especially for a
all right.
new player.
Yeah, and I've been playing a lot. Matches are super short. As you can see, we're down to the last minute, at which point our elixir starts doubling in speed.
That's so great.
I'm gonna drop this
So
in
like Hearthstone, I play pretty much daily, and this may be getting a little bit graphic, but it's almost always in the bathroom. So
That's
this is
fine.
kind of like an in-between meeting game or in-between classes if you're at school. Get off your school at phone, kids. But yeah, like 2 to 3 minutes isn't a very attractive match time.
Sure, and if you hit like a stalemate, like if we had equal towers down, we could. It ends up being like, oh, the first one to destroy the next tower wins. And it's just all about overwhelming force. And right now, I've got a lot going right now, right there, right? Like you saw me drop the Necromancers. I dropped them really far back because the longer they walk, the more units they spawn.
There's great that there's that amount of, to quote George Bush,
Yeah, like
strategery.
It's not super complicated, but what's there is substantial and satisfying to me. So here's the free-to-play stuff, right? Like you've got, right now in the bottom row, you can see I've got these chests. I've got a gold one on the left, and then these silver ones. I can't open a silver one here because it's in the queue behind the gold one.
You want to go ahead and open that gold one? I'll clip it out on its own. Don't worry.
Let's do it. So this gold one is it's obviously a little better than the silver ones, but it takes a lot longer to open. You say open a chest, it's like, all right, 8 hours from now, this gold one's going to open. And
So it's based upon time, kind of going back to the Clash of Clans elements.
Or you can spend gems on it, which is the in-game currency.
But this is guaranteed to contain at least one rare. What are the rarities of cards?
Yeah. So
it said that.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Oh, okay, perfect. So we get a gold. We got an upgrade to my archer. An upgrade. Ooh, see, that was good. I got ×4 to my bomber.
You can upgrade your cards.
Yeah. So your cards level up too, and the treasure chests are really key to that. Good. 4 levels or 4.
It's got to be a rare.
Oh, there it is.
The Valkyrie.
Perfect. So she's like a really hard-hitting, kind of a little bit tankier unit.
Sure.
She's only level 2 right now, which is really low because she's a rare card. So I need to get 4 rares to level her up to level 3. So it's good that I got that.
One more thing: is there something akin to like a collection manager where you can see all of your stuff?
Yeah, man. So actually, we can build decks here, right? Like this is the deck I'm using. So you see, it's all the stuff at the top half are the units in the deck. But if I decided like, okay, I'm not actually a huge fan of the skeleton, which you can look at, you can tap in, you can see like what any of these cards do, stuff like that. But it might be like, okay, I want to get that Valkyrie in there. Maybe I leveled her up. I'm going to replace the skeletons, and then you have 3 decks, and you just pick like, okay, this is the deck I want, and then you go to play.
Interesting. What's your closest thing to like a holographic Charizard?
Oh man. What is the closest thing I have?
Have you got?
I don't know. Like, look how many cards I don't have. Look at all
you can see like pretty much all of it.
Yeah, and there's like mystery stuff that I can't see.
Wow.
There's also different arenas. Like as you level up, there are different arenas. There we go.
Is there a PvE mode or is it all PvP?
It starts out with a tutorial where there's PvE, but then you get into it, it's all PvP, and like it goes way deep where it's like you earn trophies like 3,000 plus for the legendary arena. I have 507 trophies. You can see there on the top. and that's it. And I'm like, I can't afford to start a clan. I don't have a clan yet. The stats profile shows you like what your deck is, your level, what your castle or your king's tower stats are. So like it does damage based on your level, and then it ranks you against like skilled characters and like statistics.
It's funny. So we both just heard from higher up at IGN, hey, a lot of people are playing this game. Let's check it out. And my thought was like, dang kids. And now that we're in here, I can totally see why.
Dude,
this
it's
is
like,
very cool.
It's not. Oh, cool. And you can. That's cool. You can go training if you don't want to play against computer or people you can play against.
Want to do one more match, and then we can wrap this thing up.
Let's do it.
Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. That's pretty impressive.
All right. I've been doing okay. I feel good about it. Yeah, like I went into this game super skeptical, and I'm really enjoying it. Okay, great. I went in with a different deck this time.
Nice.
So usually I try to let them make the first move, but
and then
perfect.
react.
There we go.
That's a very interesting dynamic because I like that if you are stagnant for too long and don't make up your mind, you're penalized because you're not accruing mana.
Exactly.
Or elixir.
At a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm not making any mana. I'm just going to start throwing out units because using the bottom left, it's really tiny there. It tells you what's coming next.
I like that your Giant's completely uncontested on
Dude, he's just hanging out. It's great. And he's going to go tank, and I'm going to drop some damage behind him. So he's going to do a ton of damage to this tower. I have archers behind they're going to help out a lot. Where the left side I've got a little bit less to worry about in terms of damage because he's got that like second structure, which I'm kind of worried about actually. It just keeps cranking out units really quickly. I'm going to get a baby dragon out there. The baby dragon's really good. It's fast. It does a ton of damage. I think it's a little squishy though. Like I think it takes damage pretty poorly. This knight is just wailing on my right tower. This guy's crushing me right now. I'm getting annihilated.
Well, at least you got that structure down.
Good thing we didn't do a video about strategy right now.
The right tower, his right tower is also hurting. So
yeah. Oh, another thing I like, I dropped that giant at the very front of the playfield, like closer toward him than it was to me.
Sure.
And that becomes important because I can drop these archers of mine behind my tower on the bottom left. And because
and
they're ranged,
defend for you.
Before they take damage, they'll start shooting units if they get in range.
God, I love this. I'm totally.
Dude,
so when did this come out? How late am I?
Nah, this is brand new, man. You're good to go.
Great.
You can get in now. And you're also, like, you're not going to fall too far behind because there are, like, 15 million people or something playing. It's like 10, 15 million people. I don't know, millions of people playing. It's the top game on the App Store. It's crazy.
If you could only do 100 more damage to that tower.
I know. I'm at least going to equalize it by dropping the bomb on it. That'll guaranteed destroy that tower.
Drop the bomb on me.
There
you go.
Oh, my God.
So what do those crowns indicate when the match is over?
So there are 3 crowns you can earn. You get 1 for destroying each of the enemy towers. Oh, my God. Look at that damage. Ugh. Sorry, it's very hard to strategize. So he got a crown. He destroyed my left tower. He got a crown. If you destroy the middle tower, and you can do that without destroying one of the side ones. So if I get the right side, I can just go straight for the throat and take out his mid tower. That would for sure give me 3 crowns, and the game would end. If you take out the king, you win. God, right now I have to defend really hard, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. He's got so much damage. His deck is way better than mine. I'm doing what I can, James.
You're doing all right, man. Oh, look at that! Look at that forward proxy pylon he just dropped on you, dropping those orcs out. That stinks.
I know, that's gnarly. Look at that. I didn't even know you could do that. That's awesome. God, I want that card.
Great
I want
strat.
that card so bad. Oh, God, he's going to win. Go, Giant. Oh, don't come back.
Oh, no. What is he doing?
Usually they're really smart,
stupid.
but I think because it's so overwhelming right now that they're like, I'm going to go back and defend. And now that it's cleaned up, he's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I do like the
no.
unit that didn't do well intelligence-wise was the dumb giant. So
yeah,
at least there's that.
All right, we went 1-1. We did all right.
Yes, so this is Clash Royale. You can check it out. It is on the iOS App Store. It is also on Android.
Yeah.
It is
Super
a free download.
Yeah.
Great. Check it out. And for all things Clash Royale, keep it right here on IGN.